India and Bangladesh, it is regarding the the land boundary issues. Okay. There are many land boundary issues between India and Bangladesh. And see now please remember, so let me talk about a couple of villages. One village was called Dahagram. Then another village called Angorpota. And you might have already heard about the issue of Barubari. Barubari Union number 12. Okay, it's a police station area, Barubari area, and also a term called the Teen Biga corridor. Okay, so Dahagram, Angorpota, Barubari, Teen Bigha corridor. Teen Bigha. Teen means 3. Bigha is a measurement of land area, like acre, hectare and all. In Hindi, we call it as Bigha. Okay, it may be a couple of acres of land, we can say 3 bighas of land. Okay, so I am just going to talk about this dispute and the solution and what has happened. Okay, this Barubari, Dahagram, Angorpota, etc., etc. Okay, so that is the topic. Now, what has happened is very interesting. It is not that interesting in the sense for the people of that region. See, when India and Pakistan was divided, when India-Pakistan division took place, the boundary line was divided, or rather the boundary line decided based on religion. Based on religion. Boundary was decided based on religion, and Sir Radcliffe was interested in dividing, or rather identifying the boundary line between India and Pakistan, whether it is in the West Pakistan or in the East Pakistan. That is why India-Pakistan boundary line or India-Bangladesh boundary line is known as Radcliffe line. Okay, that is why it is called Radcliffe line. And now Radcliffe, Sir Radcliffe did not go to the boundary and each and every village he did not go. He used the census or the previous census data, and he looked into the religious composition of the village. Suppose a village X, and if the Hindus are say 60% or more than 50% and Muslim 40%. See, many of these villages had Bengal, many of these villages had both Hindus and Muslims. So, a Hindu majority village was declared as an Indian village, and a Muslim majority village was declared as a Pakistani village or a Bangladeshi village subsequently. Now, what has happened is very interesting. Say imagine a village. Okay, I am just giving a crude example. Say the shape of this village is this, and it is a Hindu majority, say Hindus are more. So, it is declared as an Indian village. Say another village, the neighboring village is a slightly Muslim majority. So, what has happened? It is declared as a Pakistani village. So, again another Hindu village, say put it this way, if it is here, so the boundary has gone here. So, what is the boundary line now? So, based on this, so boundary line between India and Pakistan is drawn like this, depending upon Hindu Muslim majority. It is not that all the villages are Hindus or all the villages are Muslims, no, Hindu majority and Muslim majority, that is the only consideration. Now, imagine a scenario very close to the border. Okay. Now, let me just give you like this. So, a village like this, say Hindu, declared as Indian village. So, imagine a Muslim majority village very close to the border, say another village like this, is a Muslim majority village. but it is slightly inside India. And the boundary line, when finally when the boundary line was drawn, this is the boundary line is this, but this village is declared as a Muslim majority, it is a Pakistani village, but the surrounding villages are all Hindu majority. This is Hindu majority, this is Hindu majority, another village that is also Hindu majority, this is also Hindu majority. So, all the surrounding villages are Hindu majority. One village in between is Muslim majority, and they are very close to the border, because Sir Radcliffe does not understand it by sitting in Delhi, or he will not be able to decide whether they have an access to the boundary line and all, he could not see. So, this village was very close to the border, but well within India. So, two such villages emerged. One is called the Dahagram, another is Angorpota. Dahagram and Angorpota, its situation was almost like this. And imagine this is Dahagram, and imagine this is Angorpota. Both are very close to border, but they have no access to Pakistan because it is surrounded by Hindu majority villages. Okay. So, let me just show you that map, then I think you will be able to understand. Just a second. Okay, this is the actual map where this is the river Teesta is flowing into the North Bengal. Okay, the river Teesta is written here in the Jalpaiguri region. Okay. Now, two villages we are talking. One is this Angorpota, this is the village. Angorpota. The other village is Dahagram, and see the boundary of the village. Both are Muslim majority villages. And when the boundary line came, when the international boundary based on Hindu, the rest are all Hindu majority. Okay, these are all Hindu majority villages everywhere, all four sides, and when the international boundary came in this region, the international boundary went like this. You can see this line here, lot of cut marks, and the way it is going, aate piche, it's all village boundary, and this village boundary is converted into international boundary. And you know how village boundaries are there in India. So, international boundary came, but very close to, very close to the border, or very close to Angorpota and Dahagram, and this is the boundary line going. Okay, boundary to gumte firte is going. How this is international boundary, and now you see there was no connection, or rather there is no mechanism to connect. It is very close. You can see that it is very close, but the people of Dahagram, you see Dahagram written here, people of Dahagram and or Angorpota, you see thoda upar dekho, Angorpota, they did not have an access, into, so this is Bangladesh, this is India, and west of the line, west of the black line is India, Hindu majority region, this is India, and this is Bangladesh. But these two islands, these two what you call villages are declared as Pakistani villages or Bangladeshi villages, but they had no access to Bangladesh at that time. So, this issue in 1958, so when this issue was finally taken, the total area, okay, the total area of these two villages are just 18.68 square kilometer, 18.68 square kilometer. According to a 1967 data, 80% of the populations were Muslim, 80% of these two villages were Muslims, and there was an agreement between Prime Minister Nehru and the Pakistani Prime Minister at that time in 1958. It was agreed that there has to be the exchange of territory, even though they have talked about migration of the people would have been difficult, and there has to be some exchange of territory has to be there. So, in this Dahagram and Angkor Pota geographically inside India, but Muslim majority which is to be. So, there was a discussion that both these villages should be transferred back to India, but that did not happen. So, even though there was a 1958 agreement, finally it was challenged in the 1958 agreement, was challenged in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court verdict came only in 1971. Okay, please see the history. 1958 there was an agreement between both the Prime Ministers of India and Pakistan. But finally, the Supreme Court challenged, it was challenged in the Supreme Court 1971, Supreme Court agreed that this exchange of territory can take place. But by that time 1971, the Bangladesh Liberation War and things like that took place, so it did not happen. And finally, there was an agreement between in 1974, there was an agreement between Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in 1974 agreement. And in that 1974 agreement, the India decided to provide a small corridor, a 3 bigha corridor. You can see here, that is also written here, 3 bigha corridor. I hope you can see that. 3 bighas of land. This has to be, this much land is to be given, so that the people of these two villages can cross into Bangladesh. 3 bighas of land we agreed to give. So, that was a 1974 agreement between Indira Gandhi and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And according to the agreement, India agreed to lease 178 meter into 85 meter area. This area is just 178 meters long and 85 meters wide. That much area, this is part of the Cooch Behar district of West Bengal, Cooch Behar district of West Bengal. 178 meters into 85 meters of land we agreed to hand over to, to lease to Bangladesh, so that the people of these two villages can travel across, they can easily travel into Bangladesh. So, that is the 3 bigha corridor. And when we gave this corridor in 1974, we put lot of condition, typical Indian style. When we give also, we have leased it for 99 years. तो इतना जगह हमने बोला we are giving you for 99 years, ठीक है मान लिया. But even in that we put conditions like they cannot travel in the night time, only certain time will be opened, this that. So, many conditions were put, typical Indian style. There है तो भी रुला के देगा. Okay, we made them to cry, literally we can say. But in 2011, when Dr. Manmohan Singh visited Bangladesh, in his visit, an agreement on this 3 bigha corridor also was written, and it was made all these restrictions were taken away. It was given more freedom to Bangladesh for the people of these two villages, Angkor Pota and Dahagram, to travel across. So, that is what the meaning of the 3 bigha corridor. 3 bighas of land was leased to Bangladesh for just 178 meter into 85 meters. so that this Dahagram can be connected to the rest of Bangladesh. Okay. So, that was the idea behind it, and the matter got settled right now, 3 bigha, there is no dispute. Then as far as this Berubari dispute, now let me just talk about this, that is another funny thing, that is literally funny. Okay. Now, let me just talk about in this same context this Berubari. So, 3 bigha is equal to 1.25 acres of land. Yeah, very good. So, somebody has calculated and told me. So, I am very happy that this 3 bighas is equal to just 1.25 acres of land, because 178 meter into 85 meter, jo bhi hai. Okay. So, this Berubari. Okay. So, see now the biggest problem in between India and Bangladesh, see our Indian villages. Indian village normally, what is the boundary of your village? If you are from village, you will understand. Either a road, and the roads normally winding roads, aise ghumte road jata hai. So, one side of the road is X village and the other side of the road is Y village. Now, if this X village unfortunately, if it is a Hindu majority or Y village is unfortunately the Muslim majority, now Muslim majority has been declared as Pakistani village. Muslim in Hindu majority has been declared as, see it is a it is a thickly populated region. Artificially we divided these people into 2 different countries. It is an injustice. So, just imagine this Hindu majority does not mean that all are Hindus, say 30% are Muslims. A Muslim majority does not mean all are Muslims, maybe 40% Hindus. Just imagine their land, everything they lost. You are just dividing, what you see your relationship with your neighboring village in say in North Indian plains and all, when you live, it is so thickly populated, and there is a lot of interconnection between this village to that village, and in many cases the village boundary is a river boundary. If a river is flowing, that is the boundary. Now, that river, and across the river, there are people living on either side of the river, there is a lot of connection between them. Use a small boat and you can cross the river and go to the other village. People used to come for work and this like that, agricultural laborers used to travel from one village to another. There are so many things, and it is an injustice, it is an inhuman activity when we divided India and Pakistan the way it has been divided in Bengal in the name of religion. It is quite unfair, and it is not that all the people of this particular village are Hindus or Muslims. Both the communities are living in all the villages. That is the sad part of it, and we divided. Anyway, so this Berubari, this why Bangladesh is written in the Dahagram side. See, that Dahagram is Bangladesh. Don't confuse na. आपको उधर Bangladesh देख के confuse हो गया. That, please see, don't confuse. This Bangladesh side नहीं है. This is Bangladesh, because Dahagram is a Bangladeshi village. Angkor Fota is a Bangladeshi village. That is what. Otherwise, surrounding that is India. Surrounding that is India. That is the point. Anyway, so now coming back to this Berubari, it is in the same region, when that is in the Jalpaiguri division. Okay, this issue, this Berubari has taken place when the Radcliffe line was made. Okay, when the Radcliffe line was made, and in the Jalpaiguri district. Okay, in the Jalpaiguri district, and when the Radcliffe line was to be drawn, the when it came to the this region, the boundary line was decided based on the police station boundaries. Okay, in the Jalpaiguri region, it is more of we can say more a bit more urban. So, here it was based on the police station boundary, and when the police station boundaries were when it was decided, when the Radcliffe wrote, these are the police stations in India and these are going to be the police station. So, Jalpaiguri district is going to be divided into 2, one as India, another as Pakistan at that time. Okay, and the Radcliffe started writing down one by one which are the police stations will be in Indian side and which are the police station in the Bangladeshi side or Pakistani side. But while writing, because of oversight, Radcliffe forgot to write one police station, that is Berubari Union number 12. Just see, number 12 police station. Okay. So, this Berubari Union number 12, within the it was supposed to be, it is a Hindu majority region, Berubari Union number 12 area should have been under India, because it was a Hindu majority region, more than 80% of the population were Hindus. But unfortunately, because of oversight, because of some mistake, because of a typological error, while typing there was an error, and this Berubari Union number 12 was not written in either India or Pakistan. So, what happened was that when the boundary was demarcated, both India and Pakistan claimed this particular area. Okay. This Berubari Union number 12 was claimed by both India, and it was supposed to be with India. It is supposed to be with India because it is a Hindu majority, but by mistake this name was not there. So, when in 1958, as I told, Nehru and Noon, the Prime Minister of Pakistan at that time, agreement in 1958, and Nehru was very accommodative, even though it was a Hindu majority under pressure because of the Pakistani demand. India agreed to divide this Berubari Union number 12 into two, 50-50, bola theek hai, 50-50, 50% to India, 50% to Pakistan. We agreed to divide it. Okay. Half of Berubari Union number 12 will be given to Pakistan and half will be kept by India, even though it was a Hindu majority. In that half region also, most of the people are Hindus, they would have gone to Pakistan. So, this so the northern part, which is adjacent to India, will come to India, and the rest part will go to Pakistan. That was it is decided, and this was objected by the people. Naturally, the people wanted to be in India because majority of them are Hindus. They did not want to go to Pakistan. So, they challenged in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court took a lot of time. 1971 the verdict came, and in the verdict it was said that there can be if required this division can be done. Supreme Court gave a verdict in favor of the agreement of 1958. So, 1971 verdict was in favor of the 1958 agreement. They said there can be, and there can be accordingly some constitutional amendment and do this. But meantime, as I told you, it is not implemented by India because the civil war was going on in 1971. Finally, in 1974, Indira Gandhi and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman agreement. In that agreement, it was decided that this Angkor Fort, all these things came up now. This Angkor Fort, Dahagram will go to Pakistan because it was a Pakistani village, or it will go to Bangladesh, and we agreed to give the Teen Bigha corridor. Teen Bigha corridor we gave, and in return Pakistan Bangladesh agreed not to divide this Berubari. Matter is resolved. Okay. So, this is the Berubari Union number 12 dispute. Okay. So, what are we talking? We are talking about many things. We are talking about Dahagram, Angkor Fort, Berubari, and then which is linking Dahagram and Angkor Fort to Bangladesh is the Teen Bigha corridor. Matter is finally resolved in 1974, and in 2011 also regarding the Teen Bigha corridor, some dispute, some problem or some shortcomings were settled, and now the people of Bangladesh, people of these two villages can easily travel into Bangladesh, the rest of the Bangladesh through this Teen Bigha corridor with less restriction. Matter is settled. Okay. So, that is how this particular issue was settled. Okay. So, that is about this Dahagram, Angkor Fort, Berubari, Teen Bigha corridor. I hope you understand.